Hello, my name is Vasco Gamer, and today I'm going to have a bit of a different video because, well, I'm going to have some fun with mathematics. With math. No, not meth. I don't like those kinds of drugs. Those are not good for me. Math and science is for me. Because I always wanted to be a mad scientist when I was little. The other guys were just like, I want to be a pilot. I want to be a doctor. Me? Mad scientist. Just because you got science, and I'm a bit mad, so mad scientist, unlimited power. And so I have a few questions here and there. So we'll see if we can go through everything now, or if I have to lay something out. So basically, my fascination with science began all the way in primary school. Sorry, I just had to figure out the word because, it's not my first language. It's not my mother tongue. I know it's called something completely different. That was just a language joke, linguistical fun about that. Anyway, when it comes to math and science in general, you can do a ton of shit with it. You could calculate if it's possible to go to time travel to the future. That is possible. You just need a ton of power and a ton of math. Oh, trust me, people have tried. Still no one that completely control over it or actually manage to do it, but that is where I come in. I'm not that arrogant to think that I'm going to ever be able to do that, but it fascinates me that a show like Doctor Who, or half of it at least, might be possible in some shape or form. Well, we figure a few things out. So, to every Einstein, Newton, Lorentz, and Hawking, can you all come here a bit? I want to talk to you. I will probably not understand a word you're saying, but I'll try my very damnedest. When it comes to science in general, I think I always had a fascination because I saw Jurassic Park as a kid and I thought to myself, does Tyrannosaurus Rex, she is quite a beast. Bit too, what should I say, meat lover for me. Tricy on the other hand, I want Tricy. So I want to create my own dinosaur. If I could, just whack! There's a dino. Which is why I really love Jurassic Park Evolution, where I could have my own park. But back to the thing here that I love science, and I'm most of the time a logical person. Sometimes I'm not, because none of us are completely just sensibility or just sensible beings, because we need some emotions here and there. Emotions when it comes to autism and to me, what is that again? And so the thing is that when it comes to the logical piece for me, I want to set myself into every single scientific method that I can, try and understand as much as I can, but I have a problem. Or it's both a positive thing and a negative thing. When I get interested in something, like really interested in and invested in it, problem is that only lasts for about 3 months. Then I get completely burned out. But at the same time, I try and utilize those skills and learn as much as I can about the subject. Just basically work with something about 17 hours a day and just dead ahead. And yeah, we'll see how fast we can do this. Or not fast, we're going to do it slowly so I don't burn out that fast. But the thing is that when it comes to science, it's just so much to learn and I love it. Like, if you just open either, if it's just plain science, just basic science, if it's biology section, if it's zoology, sorry, bit decaffeinated right now for some reason, even though I had about a liter 2 hours ago. That's too little, I need more coffee. So, you got those two parts, you got the historic parts, you got archaeology, you got mathematics, physics, astrology, astronomy. You got every bloody thing. or astronomy, astrology. Shut up, son. I just realized I punned myself right now. Yeah, I'm this hopeless that if I'm not intending a pun, I'm just like, that was fun. Way too much fun, really. But at the same time, for me, it's a big fascination. But there are some things that I have a problem grasping. Of course, like everyone. For me, it's units. I can get my head around a lot of them, but when you convert things from Astanodes, which are normaliters, we use meters here because we're scientific people. But a lot of times you guys use, or over in the US, you use the other system, which is annoying as hell. It doesn't make any sense. Or maybe it makes sense to you, but the rest of the world, why are you still a country? We want our science, just give us the scientists and just stay there. At the same time, you can use science for a lot. You can both make a poison and make the antidote. You use it for good or for evil. For me, I don't really want any just that balance, that moral balance, or what you want to do with stuff. Well, that's up to you, really. For me, I'm just fascinated when it comes to something. For me, teleportation, I would really love that, but then again, that would cost a ton of energy, as well as maybe breaking a bit of the fabric of space and time, if I choose to use a wormhole, like a portal, or if I want to make it another teleportation device, I have to deconstruct exactly molecule by molecule, transfer that to another place and rebuild it. Huh. Who wants to try? Just come on, Dorothy, let's go. And he's suddenly on the other side of the Pacific. Now he's completely different because I did a miscalculation, or just I moved the spacing once. Whoops. That could easily happen. In mathematics, having your formulas, having your units, and don't make an easy mistake like I often tend to do, because since I'm used to, or most of the time, most of us are just using basic math. We're using just addiction. What am I talking about? I'm not smoking right now. You add, subtract, multiply, and divide. That's the 4 basic elements of everything. But it's often just, most of us can easily do those things in our heads to a degree. Some of us can do that to an even higher degree, and some of us are really good at that. I'm not really good at that. I'm just somewhere in the middle, just a bit over average, I think. Last time I checked, at least. And I'm not going to try and seem arrogant here, because I completely suck at writing things down. Because have you guys seen my handwriting? It's completely shite. Here, let me show you. I have a piece of paper here somewhere. If I were going to write things down, that would seem shit. Like, here's an easy one. Can you see it? Ah. It was 2 + 3 = 4. Just, it was that bad you couldn't even see it in the camera. But then again, it's flipped, so I have bad handwriting. So there are times where even I can't write or read my own notes. That's a big problem. Like after a lecture like I had today. Just going through my notes. Yeah, I have no idea. Well, fuck it. To the computer! Type. Yeah. In one of the lectures I had today, I could just hear the swarm of clapping on keyboards. Just about 300 students in the classroom doing that, each to their own computer. Yeah, with my hearing. Oh, fuck it. That was annoying. But understandable. People want to use their tool that they have at their disposal. Which brings me to another thing. Remember when you were at school and your teacher used to say that you need to learn how to calculate just in your head, because you don't always have your calculator with you. We have smartphones now. We always have those with us. But at the same time, I really see the point that they're making. Because be able to do just basic mathematics, even up to, let's say, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, just in those 4 different systems, or not that different, but you know what I mean, is really handy, and you should be able to do that. You don't always need it, but there are a lot of cases where it really helps a lot. And then, if we take away the arithmetic of things, arithmetic. Sorry, I'm trying my best here. I haven't made a proper video like this in ages. If you take away those 4 basic and introduce, let's say, algebra, geometry, and analysis into the mix, then you might want to use either a calculator and or just a piece of paper, because, geez, good luck. But when it comes to scientific method, just to put that out there, I think that it could explain a lot of things, and even when it comes to curriculum or just degrees, or just, let's say, something like education, you could use a descriptive method in it and then take a normative standpoint from it, or a normative conclusion. Let's say that you should do this based on those facts here, because we had a lecturer today and he just told us that, okay, when it comes to these things, you can only use the normative standpoint. Why? Because it's something that you have to experience. Yeah, but then again, you can't get it's hard to get a proper study from it, a proper theory, because especially within a scientific community and academia, especially, then again, because a theory, you should be able to test that again. But if only one person can do that, that's hard. That's impossible. And at the same time, when he used different kinds of scientific examples, they weren't scientific at all. Like, when he used just science often use stereotypes. Stereotyping is not good. It's really bad. End quote. And yeah, stereotyping is bad. At the same time, science, proper, well-written, well-documented science, doesn't use stereotyping that much, because stereotyping, no. We need facts. We need numbers. We need to quantify things to be able to quality prove them afterwards. That's the entire thing. Like, you don't base things on a myth, on a rumor, on your thoughts on something. Like, most Norwegians go to the mountains every Sunday. Have you tested that? Where's your numbers? Let me see them. No, that's just what I think. Yeah, but if you try and present that as a scientific standpoint, based in science, let me see your numbers. Let's compare those to multiple other studies. Let's compare it to just the National Statistics Bureau and see what they have to say about this. Also, here's the problematic part right there. Even if something is a family tradition, doesn't mean that it will be, or will be staying a family tradition. Think of something that your parents did, and their parents again, and then your great-great-parents, and such and such. I bet that there's something that they did that you didn't. Yeah, probably not. And so, a tradition doesn't always continue, because where would we be if we did exactly the same things that our parents did? Not here. And our kids, again, will probably not do the same things that we did. Or at least I hope not. Jesus Christ, my kid would be insane. Or not insane, but you know what I mean. Just a millimeter. Oh, jeez. Well, glad I don't have that problem. Just, hey, kid, could you? I'm recording a video here, so go to your room. And this is your room. Fine. Let me stay here at least. So when it comes to science, I love science, but I see that public school and a lot of schools really don't encourage the students enough. They give you amazing tools, but without motivation, why would you want to use them? Why would you want to learn it? If you could give a student something, just one thing, what do you want to give them? Not a bad choice. For me, if I could give just a student anything, the passion to learn. And get out of their way, because otherwise I would have created a mad scientist and be in their close proximity. Nope. So of course, just teach and run. No, that was a bad thing to say. Which is why I'm not trying to be a teacher yet. Tutor maybe, teacher we'll see. I haven't made a proper video like this in ages now. And I realize that because I'm all over the place. I just have a lot of chocolate left, so let's see if I can finish this with you guys. If you were to choose, what kind of chocolate would you guys want? Really? That little shit? Come on, think bigger. Bigger. Come on, just a bit bigger. There you are. Yes, now we got it. And now you just increase it by 1,000,000. There is your goal for your science. The biggest chocolate in the universe. That's what you want to create right now. And give everyone diabetes. Yes, sir. That will, of course, happen. But that's it for me, Vasco the Gamer. See you around. Bye.